Hey everybody, welcome back to another toy review from My After School Toys. Today we are going to do the 1985 Panosh Place Voltron Lion Force. And we're going to do something cool today. We're going to look at each one of the lions, and then as we look at them, we'll form them into each part of Voltron, and when we're done, you'll have the whole Voltron. So let's start off with Blue Lion today, and look at some of his features here. Now, they're not very quality as far as the plastic goes. The legs are very cheap on them, and they broke very easily, so always have to be very careful when bending those. And I remember as a child, many scattered parts of Voltrons around at my buddies' houses. So there's a certain way to fold those. We'll get to those in just a second. So let's look at his face here and his features. He had an opening and closing mouth. Of course, the number 4 lion. And then his tail back here, which actually is what connects him to Voltron. And then we'll open up his canopy. And inside is Princess Allura. And you remember from the cartoon, Sven was the original pilot, but depending on which version it's in, the Japanese version he died, and his twin brother was the pilot in the opening credits of their cartoon. And then Allura was at the end of the credits. And in the American version, he kind of got stranded on a planet in a cave, and he came back for a couple episodes later. But in the meantime, Allura took over, and she was the pilot of the Blue Lion. So we'll take off her helmet here. You can see her hair. There we go. We'll put that back on. And they also came with one of these, and also some weapons that came along with the lions that snapped onto different parts of their bodies. But I won't drag those out right now just for the sake of time. But we'll look at the keys here. And each one of the lions came with one of these keys that had a clip on the back so that you could actually wear it on your clothes and pretend you're a member, I guess, of the Lion Force. So kind of cool, just like they had in the cartoon. So we'll put Allura back in her lion here, and we will start forming him into Voltron's right leg. So you had to put these legs in a certain position, especially on the arms of Voltron, because they'd only bend a certain way. So this one has to bend up like that. That one bends them underneath. That one like that. That one like that. And then, of course, the head bends up to form the foot. So we'll stick him right back there. So next we'll look at the yellow lion. The number 5 lion. Piloted by Heath. And same basic features as the blue lion. He also has an opening and closing mouth, a different head sculpt on him. He has this cannon on the top. And we'll open up his canopy and look at Hunk. I like Hunk. He was one of my favorites in Voltron just because he was kind of the tough guy. And also his figure had a bended arm. Right there. And the bent arm, I don't know what the significance was. I guess so he could rest it on his stomach, since he was the girthier guy in the group. I'll remove his helmet there. Get a good look at him. And of course he came with a yellow key. So we'll put him back inside and form him into Voltron's left leg. So same basic thing. Legs fold up like this. And this side like this. And the head folds up to form the foot. And the tail up to connect. There we go. So that brings us to the leader, Keith, in the black lion. And obviously the black lion was significantly bigger. It was part of the torso and the head. So we'll look at some of his features. He also had an opening mouth, which holds the face of Voltron, of course. The wings, movable wings on the back. And the unusual thing about the black lion, as opposed to the other lions, is you had to put Keith inside the chest here. So that actually opens up, and you can see Keith inside. We'll pull him out real quick. Take a look at him. There he is without his helmet. Very good. Now, in my opinion, Voltron was superior to Power Rangers in so many ways, except for one. At least the Power Rangers got it right on the colors. In Voltron, you got the Pink Ranger and the Blue Lion, and the red suit and the Black Lion, and, you know, the blue suit is in the Red Lion. So, you know, it's kind of a mix-up, but I guess there was a reason for that. So we'll put them back inside here. He's a little bit hard to get him in, because he's got to fit almost standing up inside. So there we go. Alright, so we'll get the Black Lion here ready to transform. And he takes a little bit more. You actually have to click up. Oops, Heath's helmet fell out. We'll put it inside there. You have to click the shoulders down to line up. And, of course, pull out the head of the lion so that it would fit like that. And then the legs bend down like this. Now, inside the leg, if you can see, there is a hole. And that is where the tail of the lion on the legs would fit inside. So we're going to go ahead and fit them in here. And I'll pan out with the camera once I get them in, so we can get a view. Okay. There we go. There are the legs. So now we're going to take a look at the arms of Voltron. And we will start with the right arm here, which is Lance. And Lance was kind of the wisecracking member of the Voltron Lion Force, the funny guy, the ladies' man. We'll take him out and look at him real quick, wearing the blue uniform. There he is without his helmet. And with the helmet. There we go. And here is the red lion. Now, one feature that was different on the red lion than the other lions, and the green lion as well, both of them had hinged jaws. You can see that. They snap back. And the reason for that is so that they could hold the sword and the shield of Voltron. Very good. And we'll go ahead and put Lance back inside here. And we'll fold them up. Now, when you're doing the legs on the arm piece, they actually couldn't go forward unless the head was turned on the lion, because of the ears would get in the way. So you had to do that first. There we go. And then the tail bends down, and that is actually what connects to Voltron. So I'll put them in, and then I will pan back out. You can see that there. Fits nicely inside. And last but not least, we have Pidge and the Green Lion, which is the left arm of Voltron. So just like the red lion, the same sculpt. There's the stickers inside. And we'll look at Pidge really quick. Pidge was obviously the smallest member of the Lion Force. We'll remove his helmet. And we will put him back in and form him into the left arm. Same way we do the red one. So move the legs up. Just like that. Tail back. And we have Voltron. There's only one thing left to do. We need to pop out Voltron's ears. I guess two things, technically. And pull up his wings. Just like that. And then we'll go ahead and stick the sword in his hand. And the shield in the other arm. And there you have the 1986 Panosh Place Voltron Lion Force. Thanks for checking out my toy review. I love this toy, I think as most of you do. I love the die-cast one as well, so hopefully we'll be putting that one up there soon as well for you guys to see. In the meantime, come check us out at myafterschooltoys.com, where we have tons and tons of 80s toys, all the great toys from your childhood, especially action figure-wise. Come check us out there, or Facebook us at After School Toys for tons and tons of more reviews. I'm putting this stuff up all the time, so there's always new stuff. So come check us out, and we'll see you on the next toy review.